Okay, is everybody ready? We're on in 10. Joey? Ready. Kelly?
Ready when you are.
Hi, I'm Joey,
And I'm Kelly.
and we're your hosts for this special video which gives you a behind-the-scenes look at Chuck E. Cheese's.
This is a truly magical place, and if you're a cast member here, you help make the magic happen through live performances.
So right now you're saying to yourself, me? Make magic? How do I do that? Well, that's the whole purpose of this video.
We're going to show you how to deliver the kind of performances our guests love and how to make Chuck E. Cheese come alive.
The first thing to remember is when you're on the job, you never stop performing. It's like we're all in a play together and we're all actors on this magical stage called Chuck E. Cheese's. Right, Robert?
Exactly. From here in our control room, we can see pretty much anywhere here in the restaurant, whether it's Kid Chat, the game room, or the showroom. As a cast member, you're always doing a live performance. Now, let's take a look at camera 5 for a good example.
Hi guys, what would y'all like today?
This cast member is doing it right, smiling and interacting with our guests. I'd give that smile a 7.5.
Now go to camera 8.
And here's another cast member that's got it. She's wearing a big smile and has lots of personality. I give that smile a solid 9.
And camera 14.
But this guy, just a 2.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, look alive out there, okay? Remember, you're on stage.
As you can see, you're always on stage at Chuck E. Cheese's, and that's especially true during our live performances.
There are 3 kinds of live performances: live shows, road shows, and birthday parties.
Live shows take place in the showroom, right in front of the stage.
While road shows can happen anywhere in the restaurant.
And birthday shows? They go wherever the party is, whether the party is reserved and celebrated in a showroom, or a walk-in birthday party that takes place elsewhere.
A live show is just about to start. Oh, and here's one of the cast members who'll be performing. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, it's Miranda.
And how long have you been working at Chuck E. Cheese's, Miranda? And how do you like it?
I've been here about 6 months now, and it's a great job. I've made some great friends, and we really have a lot of fun at work.
And what's the single most important thing about performing at Chuck E. Cheese's?
That's easy. You've got to smile, and keep smiling. It's kind of contagious. Smiling makes the guests feel good, and it makes you feel good too.
And how important is attitude?
It's huge. You have to be really up and energetic all the time. If you stay positive, you'll do great at Chuck E. Cheese's.
All right, everybody, we're counting down to the live show.
Sorry, gotta go.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1.
Now this is an excellent group. Look at those smiles. Their movements are coordinated and they're having fun.
And look at the kids. They love it.
And there's the star of the show, Chuck E. Cheese himself.
You know, playing Chuck E. Cheese looks easy, but it's not so simple.
You sound like you speak from experience.
Yep, I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese's and I played the big guy many, many times. When you put on that costume, you've got to be Chuck E. Cheese.
So, tell our cast members, what's he like?
You mean, what's his motivation? In one word, Chuck E. Cheese is fun. He's always the center of every show and the life of every party. He likes to shake hands with people, dance around, and of course, wave to everybody. He's glad that the kids and their parents are here at his place, and he wants them to have a terrific time while they're here.
So, how often does Chucky make an appearance in the restaurant?
There's an easy rule to remember. Every guest sees Chucky. And if we have lots of guests, then Chucky's got to hit the floor more often. After all, these people are his guests in his place, so they need to see him often. He is the biggest part of the magic we create.
Look at that audience. They're having a great time. Guests at Chuck E. Cheese's are looking for a magical experience and an escape from their everyday lives, and it's our job to give it to them. Hey, here's Aaron, who just delivered an Oscar-worthy performance out there as Chuck E. Cheese. Nice job, Aaron.
Thanks, it's a lot of fun to play Chucky.
So what's your secret?
The thing to remember is you have to make your movements really big and real exaggerated. You can't just move normally or it'll look like Chucky needs a nap or something. You've got to go way beyond what feels normal and make your movements big so Chuck E. Cheese comes alive for the audience.
Okay, let's get ready to go to the Chucky cam.
Here's what it looks like inside the costume when you're playing Chuck E. Cheese. Kids are wild about Chucky, and it's always a blast to see them react to him. You know you're giving a great performance when the kids are smiling.
But what about the costume? How do you keep it looking good?
Well, since we're talking about the actual live performance right now, I'll keep it short. There's 3 main steps to keep your costume looking great. 1, replace any pieces that are damaged, worn out, or just need to go in the garbage. For example, if your shoes are totally dogged out, then talk to your GM about ordering some new ones. Chucky needs to look his best. 2nd, keep Chucky clean and sanitized. This simply means making use of the cleaning products that are available in your costume care kit. And of course, regular trips to the cleaners. Third, always hang your costume up to keep it looking fresh. In the head, don't leave it on the ground. Put it in its proper spot, whether that's hanging or on a designated shelf. Hanging up the costume will also let it air out, not only for you, but for the next cast member that will be performing as Chucky.
Thanks for the tips, Aaron.
Hey, glad to help.
You know, a guy like Aaron is the perfect cast member. He's great with the guest. He can play Chuck E. Cheese very well. He's got nice moves during the dance numbers, and he's also got a fantastic attitude.
That's something all cast members would benefit from.
So, we talked about performing as Chuck E. Cheese. Now let's talk about performing with Chuck E. Cheese. During most performances, you're going to be playing a very special role, yourself.
What makes a great performance? It can all be boiled down to the word shine. S is for smile. I know we've already talked about this, but it can't be emphasized enough. Your smile is the foundation of your performance, every minute of every day.
H is for high energy. No one wants to see a dull, unhappy person out there performing.
I is for interactive. Look the guests in the eye, wave to the birthday kids, and even dance with the kids and parents.
N is for new. Don't always do the same thing. Mix up your performances with new stuff. For example, if you typically do the roadshow by the ice cream machine, why not move over to the skee ball lanes or even underneath the sky tubes? This keeps the performance fresh for our guests and fun for you. This also applies to certain dance moves. Change it up. Let's have some fun.
E is for excitement. We want to do everything with exuberance. Trust me, if you're excited about what you're doing, then the guests will be excited as well. If you remember to shine, you're sure to be a bright star here at Chuck E. Cheese's.
Of course, there's one thing that comes before performance, and that's safety. Since you're at Chuck E. Cheese's, there will always be kids around because this is the place where a kid can be a kid. So while you're performing, always keep an eye out for kids and other guests, whether you're in costume or out.
Just use common sense. If you look to your left and there's a little guy staring up at you, then you're obviously going to change your dance routine for his safety. So we want you to shine, but the safety of our guests comes first.
Get set for the interview, and camera one.
We're here with Heather, who's going to perform in a roadshow in just a minute. Heather, how important is it to follow the choreography?
It's way important. If all the cast members are moving together, it makes the show look much more impressive. And it's more fun for us too.
Some new cast members are a little scared off by dancing in choreography. Why is that?
Well, I was a little scared too at first. I've always been kind of shy, and the idea of dancing in front of a bunch of people was a little frightening.
And how did you overcome that?
First of all, I was really enthusiastic. And second of all, I memorized the dance moves. If you know the steps and you have a positive attitude, you'll do great. I can guarantee it. Guests love to see us having a good time.
Hate to interrupt you, but our roadshow starts in 10 seconds.
Gotta go. Thanks for joining us, Heather, and good luck.
Cut to the roadshow in 3, 2, 1.
Wow, Heather's good. It's hard to believe that she was ever shy.
That happens a lot here at Chuck E. Cheese's. People who are shy or think they're uncoordinated gain a lot of new confidence by performing in front of the guests.
It's not complicated. You can deliver a terrific performance by keeping it simple. Just follow the choreography training video that's included with every new live show and roadshow released by the entertainment department.
You don't have to be a trained actor or a professional dancer to bring the magic. Remember, it's all about our guests and making sure they have a magical experience. Just have fun.
Keep in mind that the training videos provided by the entertainment department are suggestions for choreography. You can make up your own dance move if you like. Just make sure it's fun, safe, and appropriate.
Okay, guys, get ready to wrap this thing up.
So, what have we learned today, Kelly?
Let's see. We've learned that when you work at Chuck E. Cheese's, you're always on stage, and that smiles are an absolute must.
We've learned that when you're in costume as Chuck E. Cheese, you've got to make your movements really big. That way, Chuck E's always filled with fun and energy.
We also learned that during live shows, you've got to be outgoing and enthusiastic. If you're not, it'll be obvious to our guests.
And we've learned that safety comes first at all times.
Plus, with the help of our director, we've taken you behind the scenes at Chuck E. Cheese's.
Of course, there's not really a control room or a backstage like this at Chuck E. Cheese's. It's just our way of showing you how important you are to the success of the restaurant.
And to remind you that you're an actor in a wonderful performance. A performance that starts the second you enter Chuck E. Cheese's. So remember to shine.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us. We hope you've had as much fun watching this video as we did making it.
But before we go, let's do one last thing. Today we've seen the restaurant from just about every viewpoint.
From the front entrance to the game room, to the dining room, to the stage.
But there's one viewpoint we haven't seen. The view from the eyes of the children who visit Chuck E. Cheese's. To them, this is a truly magical place where they can be themselves and have memorable experiences with their family and friends.
When children watch your live performance, they see much more than a person in a costume or a cast member doing dance steps.
What they see is
It's pure
magic.
magic.